Let's get them to turn against one another.
Drew and Diana gotta go.
Please, you can't do this to me.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4, Episode 4. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. And man, your girl Dirty Diana, she was able to get out of all that mess, her and Drew. And we know she told Tariq that he is the father of that baby. And I mean, y'all can debate down below. I know it's still people out there that's saying that they believe Saleem is the father. Well, as I told you guys last night in my quick thoughts, early impressions, if I'm Tariq, I'm still, getting a test. You know what I'm saying? I want to know 100% for sure that I'm the pops. But that's just me. Now, y'all let me know. I mean, as far as we know, that Saleem pack, it is hitting. That boy definitely seems like he is up out of here. But we talking about power, and y'all know how they do. We know Tariq shot him, and he was going unconscious as Tariq was getting up out of there. Now, the question is Saleem really gone? Is that it for his character, right? Because y'all know power, you got to 100% see a person up out of here. If not, it's always going to be those theories that that person could still be alive. Well, as I told you guys last night, I believe in the next episode, it should be confirmed whether Saleem made it or not. But, it definitely seemed like he was gone. Your boy Tariq had to pop him. I don't understand why the hell Saleem even tried to fight Tariq in the first place, knowing that he got a strap. I mean, come on. And you gave up intel on Diana quick. I mean, he did not waste any time at all. I guess he probably should have just stayed away from Diana. When she called him, he probably should have just ignored the call because apparently he got screwed. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Saleem, he went out very badly in this episode. And I want to know how Diana's going to feel about this information. Now, what does y'all think about your boy Braden? I mean, he is talking entirely too much. I mean, that powder got that boy losing his mind already. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be slipping up like this. You doing entirely too much. And y'all know this whole thing with L, that's going to backfire. And also in this episode, we saw your boy Detective Don Carter once again doing whatever he got to do to stir up the pot. Y'all already know it's going to be some issues between him and Kamal Tate because we know, Tate wants to do his own thing, but Carter's like, hell nah, you do what I tell you to do. And it definitely seems like your boy Detective Don Carter is trying to hide something, like he has his own illegal operation that he does not want anybody finding out about. And also we saw Anya Covington at the party, and we know Tariq, he got eyes on her, and now he's going to make his move. I cannot wait to see how that's all going to play out. But like I told you guys, I'm going to try to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, let me know down below. So what did we see in episode 4 titled The Reckoning? Now the episode starts out with Tariq and Braden, and we know Tariq, he is looking for Diana, but of course she is not on the campus. All of a sudden, Monet, she pops up talking about Tariq has not been hitting her back up. She's been trying to get in contact with him. And they talk about the video on how Diana and Drew set her up. And once again, she questions Tariq about, who shot her. Tariq is like, look, you told me you did not give up the address, as far as my mom's and Tommy. So I didn't do it. So once again, he's telling her he had nothing to do with it. Kane, he ain't believing everything. He's like, man, I don't really trust this dude, but he is right because we know Tariq tells Monet that Drew and Diana, they violated and basically they need to go. They got to be handled. But we can tell that deep down inside, Monet, she doesn't really want to do it for real, right? She wants to fix all of this and she feels bad about what may happen to her kids. But as of right now, it seems like Monet, Tariq, and Kane are on the same page, at least as of right now. Now, Tariq is having a conversation with Effie, and in my opinion, he is talking entirely too much. He is telling Effie too much intel. I know he did tell her about how Drew and Diana set everything up, and of course, they put Tasha at risk of being taken out, and they was using Tariq to take out Monet. Now, Effie tells him, like, look, You can't trust nobody in this game. It should not be surprising that they would do this. I mean, come on. The Tejadas, they don't really mess with you like that for real. So you should not be surprised that they would even try to do something like this. Nobody can be trusted in this game. And she tells Tariq that basically he should be the one that knows this from the jump, which is true. Tariq should know this because Effie has screwed him over time and time again. But he still continues to talk to her and of course give her information like this. Like, come on. But I know Tariq, he will continue to try to use Effie for his own advantage. So I guess he believes he needs to continue to have these conversations with her to gain some type of trust. Now, we know Diana has made a very stupid mistake because she used like Monet's credit or debit card to book this motel, which is completely stupid. So now Monet knows exactly where you're at. She beating up the dude in the front office because he's not trying to give up any intel. Had that boy in there leaking. She confronts Drew and Diana talking about, y'all really try to take me out. I raised y'all. I taught y'all the game. And Drew, he keeps it 100. We know Diana, she is trying to stop this, interaction from blowing up. But Drew was like, nah, we are who we are because of you. You screwed us up. I mean, we didn't even want to be in the game, but this is all your fault. He kept it real with his moms, right? And he basically called her out of her name. And Monet, she was pissed off. They get into like a tussle. All of a sudden, Monet, she was about to pass out. She need to pop a perk and get back to it because she wasn't looking good at all. Now, they end up getting up out of there. They start running. And then your boy Kane, he popped up out of nowhere. And I'm thinking like, where were your antennas at when all this was popping off? I mean, you could have stopped a lot of this, but no. You decide to pop up at the end, and now Drew and Diana, they're able to escape. Now, we get to your boy Kamal Tate. We know he wants to put more pressure on Zion, the whole thing with the drugs. We know Roman, he got arrested last week, and apparently he is already talking. And Kamal, he wants to basically just follow up on that. But Detective Don Carter is like, nah, we gonna put more pressure on Tariq, and of course, the Tejadas. That's what he wants to put focus on. And he does not want Kamal Tate doing anything else. Basically tells him, I am running the show. This is my task force. Well, we know there's going to be issues between the two. We can tell that Kamal was not really feeling the way that Detective Don Carter was talking to him. It definitely seems like Don Carter is trying to hide something. Maybe he is trying to protect somebody. Well, we're going to find out soon enough. We know that Detective Don Carter is definitely not the good cop. You know what I'm saying? This guy is definitely dirty, and we know it's just a matter of time before we see his full game plan. But he wants them to basically turn on each other in order to try to get more intel and see if anybody slips up. Now, we know Tariq, he wants revenge. Braden is telling him maybe we should be focusing more on the business, and maybe this is not really worth it right now. But Tariq, he ain't going for any of that. He does contact Pinky, and to be honest, Pinky be like the MVP of the episode. Always getting intel, be coming in clutch at all times. So Tariq tells Pinky to be on the lookout for Diana. And of course, we know Tariq got the drop later on in the episode. Now, we get to cousin Janet, and y'all let me know. Is something up with her? Is she somebody that Monet can really trust? I know she had that weird look on her face when she told Monet about Detective Don Carter, but I know a lot of you guys have been talking about y'all don't necessarily trust her. Well, I say this. We need to continue to watch her moves because you just never know people's motives. But as of right now, she has been loyal to her cousin, but as power, things can change just like that. Now, Detective Don Carter's game plan is to get all of them to turn on each other, right? So he's going to go and tell Monet that a witness said that they seen somebody at the crime scene who fits the description of Tariq to a T. Now, this is all a part of what he wants to do. Monet is like, okay, so he lied because we know Tariq told her he did not take those shots, and he didn't. He did not take those shots, but Monet, she does not believe anything that he is talking about because she feels like Detective Don Carter is telling her the truth. Now we get to Davis McLean and Noma, and she needs his help solidifying a legitimate business, right? Now, we know Davis McLean does give her some information about a guy named Wiley Adams, and he can help her solidify these businesses. But he has a guy that's always there to protect him. His name is Kevin Grant, and she's going to use Kane in order to neutralize him. And we know they're going to be at a charity banquet later on in the night. And she also, asks about Rashad Tate, but it seems like this Wiley Adams character has a little bit more pull when it comes to solidifying this business for your girl Noma. Now, Davis McLean, he was trying to go, but Noma told him not this time or whatever. He's going to continue to try to press her and see if she's going to let him slide. We going to see. Your boy Davis McLean, he be on one. Now, we get to your girl Diana. She is dropped off at Saleem's spot. Of course, she is telling him that she really needs his help. And we know Saleem, deep down inside, he still has feelings for Diana. The thing is, Pinky is outside watching Diana's every move. So now Pinky is going to give Tariq the drop. And we know Tariq's going to show up there later on in the episode. Now we get to Drew and Kane. Kane knew exactly where Drew was going to be at because of the stash that was there. And we know they go back and forth. And Drew is trying to plead his case. He tells Kane, this is the reason why we did not tell you, because we know how you will react or whatever. I mean, y'all know Kane, he loves his mom. Drew is right. He is a mama's boy. So he's going to try to protect his mom at all costs. We know Kane, he does explain why he's so upset at Drew and Diana. He does talk about Lorenzo and how Lorenzo wanted Drew to be number 2. And Kane basically is saying like, look, he wasn't really feeling that. And he basically wanted his pops to see that he can run the show. And even though Monet did what she did, he never tried to kill her. Very emotional scene for your boy Kane. I mean, he was breaking down. Now they end up getting into a tussle. We know Drew, he slides on your boy Kane. He ends up getting the strap. And now Drew, he can take him out. But he doesn't. Kane tells him, pull the trigger. Go ahead and get it over with. But we know deep down inside, the brothers, they still have love for each other. So Drew, he ain't going to do it. He going to get the hell up out of there. That's what he going to do. But we already knew we was going to see like a back and forth thing between Drew and Kane this season. It is kind of sad to see how everything's going to play out, because when it's all said and done, you can tell that somebody may end up getting dropped off by the end of the season. Now we get to your boy Braden. He on that powder once again, and he ain't thinking straight. He making some Tommy season 3 of power type moves by allowing this girl L to know entirely too much information. Like, why are you telling this girl about what you doing? Like, really? Like, come on. Now she talking about she just wants some product free of charge off the top. And I'm thinking like, really? That's not happening. Like, come on, Braden. You got to be smarter than that. But it seems like he's going to agree to what she wants. It's just a matter of time before Tariq finds out about what's really going on, and it's going to be held to pay. Based off what's going on with these two junkies, it may be over for your girl L by the end of the season. You guys let me know what y'all think, is going to happen within this whole storyline. To me, it's just crazy that Braden is putting all this trust in this girl that he just met. It's a damn shame, man. Now, we get to Kamal Tate. He pops up on Tariq, and of course he is talking about how someone had a description of him at the scene of the crime when Monet got shot. Basically trying to stir up the pot, the same thing that, Detective Don Carter was doing with Monet. And Tariq, he's already peeping game, like, okay, so what did y'all tell Monet? He knows they're feeding her some misinformation as well. And all this is doing is putting a target on his back. So he ain't really feeling what they doing. We know Kamal Tate is telling him, if you think somebody is a threat towards your life, how about you come down to the station and give us, a report or whatever. And I'm thinking like, really? I mean, this dude is really trying it, right? And, at first we was giving you a pass. We was giving your boy Kamal Tate a pass, but this cue ball head having boy is doing entirely too much. Head shaped like Krillin. Like, come on. You know you ain't really rolling with Detective Don Carter like that. He got you doing his side missions like a little flunky. It's a damn shame, boy. Rashad Tate will be very upset about what you doing. Straight getting punked. Now, Monet does notify Tariq, letting him know that the detective came and talked to her, and now she knows that he was lying. And I know this pissed off Tariq, so he has to prepare himself for another encounter with Monet later on in the episode. Now, we get back to cousin Janet and Monet, and she tells her, like, look, I thought Lorenzo was the one to blame after all these years, but come to find out, basically, you is the one to blame. You making all these mistakes. She's not liking how Monet has been moving. She is telling her that she is not seeing things clearly and that Diana is pregnant. And the look on Monet's face, like, really? Like, how do you know this? And, Janet is like, look, you need to open up your eyes. Like, how are you blind to your own children? And Monet had the look on her face like, man, like I'm really slipping up. And now she really does not want to take out her kids. And we know she's going to tell Kane to stand down later on in the episode. Now, we get to Dirty Diana and Saleem. Now, I don't like Saleem's character like that, but he really was looking out for Diana. And I kind of felt bad for him a little bit. I'm like, man, Like, this dude is doing a whole lot. He did more than I thought he was going to do. Not only did he allow Diana to stay there, but he had another spot that his parents got. And of course, they're on vacation out of the country. This man allowed Diana to go there, and he's going to give her keys to the whip. I'm like, okay, so Saleem is really looking out for this girl. He really loves her for real. And it's kind of sad for real. Like, come on. All Saleem had to do is just stay away from her, and he'd probably still be breathing right now. But of course, it is those theories saying that maybe he ain't dead. But regardless of all that, still, Saleem was doing a whole lot for Diana. And when she finds out about what happened to him, I know she will feel very bad because he didn't have to do this. He did not have to look out for her at all. He could have just closed the door. Ain't no way in the hell I would have opened up that door for her, especially after knowing what her family is up to, knowing about her lifestyle. I mean, it's all screwed up. Now, I was thinking that Diana's going to tell him that she was pregnant or whatever, and she did not know who was the father, or maybe she would be like, maybe you're the father, but that never happened. We know later on in the episode, she told Tariq he is the father. So once again, the whole theory about who really is the father is going to be up in the air until we 100% for certain find out the truth. Well, in the next episode, we know Tariq and Diana will be at the doctor's, so we're going to see if we get more information. Now, Diana did tell Saleem not to let anybody know that she was there. Don't say nothing. Sad thing is, Tariq already knows that she was there. The only thing is, he didn't know exactly where she, left off to. But Saleem made sure he told Tariq all the intel. It's a damn shame. Now we get to Noma and Kane. They're at the event. They have to meet up with this Wiley Adams character. We know Noma, she needs Kane to distract Kevin Grant. I don't know if this Kevin Grant is Lakeisha Grant's brother or not, but we know Kane has to distract this guy in order for Noma to get close to Wiley Adams. We know Kane does what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Goes over there, chops it up with the dude. You know what I'm saying? They talking school, talking business, talking helping the youth. And then Kane, he gets the drop on Drew, and Kane gets the hell up out of there. Now, Noma does have a conversation with Wiley Adams. They talk business about those contracts. And basically, if she got the money, he can help her out. I know he was talking about how the contract already has potential vendors, but Noma's like, look, is the bid still open? So we already know what time it is. If she pays this guy a lot of money, she should be good. So we're going to see where this storyline ends up going and just how well connected this guy really is. Now, we get to Tariq and Saleem. He popped up at his spot, and Saleem's like, look, Diana was not here. But Tariq is like, look, I already know she was here. I had people watching her. Stop lying. Your boy Saleem, he's like, okay, she was here, but she left, and I don't know where she's at. Now, Tariq pulls out that strap, and Saleem changed up real quick. And Saleem told Tariq that Diana is at his parents' spot in Connecticut, right? Now, after Saleem tells him this information, Tariq tells him, see how easy it was for you to bitch up. And once he said that, Saleem kind of got pissed off. They get into a tussle, and then your boy Tariq popped him. Like, come on, Saleem, you got to be smarter than that. You making it easy to be dropped off. Now, Saleem, he was leaking. Tariq is like, man, like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Now he has another body on him, and I know he didn't want to do it based off his reaction. Now, Saleem did go unconscious once Tariq ended up leaving. The question is it still too early to say we smoking on that Saleem pack, or did he really get dropped off? Well, as I told you guys, I believe in the next episode, we will get that 100% answer, hopefully. I mean, it's power. You can't really knock nobody's theories, especially when it comes to, people surviving or whatever, because they have hit us with the okie doke a few times, right? So you just never really know. So I'm waiting until next week's episode, but as of right now, I don't care if he is dead or alive. I'm still smoking on that Saleem pack. I mean, the dude was doing entirely too much. As I told you guys, I did feel kind of bad for him after all the stuff that he was doing for Dirty Diana in this episode, but still, he should have just stayed away. He should have stayed away and left that girl alone. And I'm pretty sure Diana's going to be very upset once she learns about what happened to Saleem. Now, we get to your girl Monet. Once again, she's having these flashbacks, and this time, she is having flashbacks of young Drew, and she goes to sell drugs to this guy, and we know they get into it. You know what I'm saying? Monet ain't really having it. We know the guy was trying to talk to Drew, asking him why his mom is acting so crazy. We know Monet puts the strap to his head. He wasn't going for that, so he puts his hands on Monet, and Drew did not like it. And he basically could have took her out, but Drew, he wasn't going. He's like, look, get up off my mom's, and he pops the guy. He catches his first body. And you can kind of tell he was, shaky or whatever, which makes sense. I mean, he's a kid catching bodies at that age. That ain't something that you want anybody to be doing, right? Monet has to slap him right in his face, letting him know, snap back into it. You did the right thing. You protected family. That's what you're supposed to do. So Drew, he's been screwed up from the very beginning. It makes all the sense in the world on why he acts the way he acts when it comes to his moms, just based off all the stuff that she's made him do when he was younger. Him and Diana and Kane as well. It's a damn shame. But I know Monet, she feels really bad. And this is why she's like, look, just stand down. You know what I'm saying? Because we know she makes a call to Kane, letting him know to go ahead and just leave Drew alone. And Kane, he had the drop on Drew. He could have took him out easily. But no, Monet, she's not going, and she tells Drew to let her know where Diana is at because she is trying to save her life. Now, Drew does give her the address, and Drew basically tells Kane, like, look, you are a mama's boy. You're always going to be a mama's boy. You had 24 hours to take me out, and you could not do it. So he's all in Kane's head, but Kane's like, okay, I'm tired of all this. He beats that boy down. He put those hands on Drew, right? Tells him that him and Diana, they're out the business, and that's it. Tells him, I can't take you out, but you're dead to me. So we know the two brothers, did not end on a good note. We will continue to see these guys go back and forth this season, but I am expecting Drew to make a comeback real soon. Now, we get to Tariq and your girl, Dirty Diana. He finally catches up to her, and he's about to take her out. But we already knew somebody was going to show up. And of course, Monet, she got the drop from Drew, so she does let Tariq know that he cannot take out Diana because she is pregnant. Tariq is like, really? Like, why should I care? That doesn't matter to me. But it does, because Diana tells him he is the father. So now Tariq has that look on his face like, okay, I can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? He's shocked. He doesn't really know what to say. But, Monet is telling him, I know you, Drew, and Diana, y'all try to take me out. You pulled the trigger, and, it is what it is. How about this? How about I give it a pass? You know what I'm saying? As long as you give my kids a pass, don't try to take them out. I won't try to take you out. We can be all good. She just wants to make sure that the family is all good. She wants the family back together at all costs. Tariq, he was still kind of flabbergasted, and he got the hell up out of there, right? So I know he's all in his head like, okay, I could have sworn I pulled out in time. Ain't no way this is true. You know what I'm saying? And Diana and Monet, they made up. They apologized. And as of right now, things seem good for Diana and Monet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Drew and Kane, but for Diana and Monet, they on the same page, at least as of right now. Now, Kane and Noma, they link up once again. We know Kane was telling her, I thought about what you said. I ain't no mama's boy, whatever. I'm not your boy. I'm my own man. And then we know he proceeds to clap those cheeks once again. Well, we gonna see, man, because as of right now, it definitely seems like Monet is calling the shots, and you are doing exactly what she wants you to do. So I'm hoping Kane finally starts to move the way that he wants to move without anybody influencing him. Now we get to the first little party event that Braden has. We learn his strategy on how he's going to move this weight with selling these clothes and different products at these different events. And, Braden, he's very smart, so he believes this is the best way to get this money, at least as of right now. Now, your boy Tariq, he's up there smoking. He is stressed out. He's going through a lot, especially learning that Diana told him that he's the father of this baby. I know he's going through it. Now, at the party, he sees Anya Covington, right? And as I told you guys last night, this is like fresh blood in the water. You know what I'm saying? It is time to strike. And he knows that he has to take advantage of this opportunity. He approaches her talking about, basically, I'm going to buy you your drinks, even though she can afford her own drinks. Tariq don't give a damn, you know what I'm saying? Because he wants to do more than buy her some damn drinks. We already know he going to be clapping those cheeks this season. And I cannot wait to see Noma's reaction once she learns that Tariq is hooking up with her daughter. She going to be pissed off, right? And at the same time, as I told you guys before, what's going to happen when Anya Covington learns about what her mom really does, and she learns about what her moms did to her pops. That's going to ruin everything. But Tariq, he wants payback. He wants revenge, and he's not going to stop. He is on demon time. And so far this season, he has been very consistent at this whole game plan to get back at everybody that screwed him over. Now it's time to see what else he has in store. And of course, what other threats that's going to come his way to try to knock him off. Well, we're going to find out soon enough. I want you guys to leave your theories, predictions, leave it all down below. We will be talking about episode 5 over the weekend. Of course, that is the mid-season finale. Damn, we already about to be at episode 5 already. I mean, for a final season, you would think we would get like 15 episodes, hell, even 12 or 13, but no, we ain't getting that. We get these 5. We're going to take a little break, come back in September, and then we get the next 5. Remember the whole rumor about it being 20 episodes? And I told you guys, don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? We know it ain't going to be no damn 20 episodes. Like, really? It ain't happening. But then again, what if we get another spinoff? I always told you guys this. I still think it's something else that they're working on. And I believe it's going to involve Tommy Egan's character, because we know Joseph Okora, he's already mentioned that this is not the end for Tommy, because we know Power Book 4 Force is ending. It's going to be something else, you know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time before we find out exactly what that is. The question is, will Tariq be in it? Will somebody else from this show be in it? Well, I guess we're going to find out soon enough, but I think we can all agree that something's coming real soon. And they're probably just waiting until this season ends, or maybe it comes close to the end, but some information gotta come out. It gotta come out. So we gonna see, man. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.